Hello and welcome to Social Media Weekly, 4th September 2018. Social Media Weekly is brought to you by...
You just said September.
Oh
We are 3 months back.
Hello and welcome to Social Media Weekly, episode 4th December. Like
We just traveled back from the
I wanted 2014, 2018.
from the past. First is 3 months, now 4 years.
Social Media Weekly is brought to you by Virtual Palace Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses go digital. My name is Sean.
I'm JK.
I'm Rayhan.
Let's Tina here.
Usual.
Today is a special episode because Wei Han and Faustina will be leaving us after this week, right? Will it be? Will this be the final week?
No.
Next
Still
week is the
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, sorry.
2 weeks from now, onward to greater adventures. So they'll only be staying with us for another 2 weeks. All right, to the stories. A new Instagram update shows change in emphasis on follower counts. Facebook may allow users to manually insert filter words. The Definers research report on George Soros has been released. Is social media going back to co-consumption? There's a new Twitter for podcasts coming to town. And bonus article. The Wreck-It Ralph sequel is one giant geek fest. Okay, our stories. Go on to the serious ones first. A new Instagram update shows change in emphasis on follower counts. There has been a new beta version of Instagram circulating around that shows a different profile layout. While our old ones, they actually put your post followers, your number of posts, your followers, and your following clearly and prominently on top. This new layout has moved everything down below your profile. So the more prominent part of your profile is actually your name and your bio.
Yeah.
So instead of going left and right, it actually goes your face here, and then your face on the right side. On the left side is your name written very big, and below is your profile, your bio. And below that, it only shows your followers and following. It did not show your posts.
Yeah.
So we think that this may just be another one of those tests that they may eventually discard. But it could also mean Instagram may be paying attention to more meaningful interactions between people rather than just the numbers. Because over the years, Instagram has become how many followers versus following you have, how many posts do you have.
Following to follower ratio.
Yeah, that kind of ratio thing.
And
But
random people that add you and unfriend
Unfriend
you.
you.
I'm
They
like,
follow
no,
you.
I'm not following you for that trap.
they follow you, then unfollow you, right? So
I know, right?
one of the reason I think is because ever since they launched stories, a lot of Instagram accounts are created specifically for stories. So if you go in there, right, you might look at a post and you might think, okay, this account is not very active, but people follow it because the stories are very good. And you can't, like, most people do not know where to put the stories, or they don't actually save it in highlights. They just let it pass after 24 hours. So I think because of that, they remove the post count because they don't want the post count to reflect the activity, how active an account is.
I think in a way why story it's working is because it's more lifestyle, it's real.
Rather than your picture perfect Instagram worthy post.
Photoshop,
Yeah. I completely agree. I actually wrote an article about this before. I said that a long time ago when we used to have Flickr, all the professional photographers were at Flickr, and Instagram is left with all these people who take photos, don't know how to take photos, simply take photo and blast it with tons of filters that make it so ugly, right? And then when the world moved to a mobile age and Flickr did not move along because Yahoo is Yahoo, all the professional photographers went to Instagram and they started flooding Instagram posts with all their perfect pictures and
So Flickr
Photoshop stuff.
Flickr got flicked away.
and people, with YouTube and stuff like that, people can improve on skills like that.
Yeah. So because of that, right? We think that the amateur people like you and me, like us, we feel so shy sharing our photos because they're not good enough. So, but with stories, because it's going to disappear in 24 hours anyway, right? So might as well just post it and let it go, and it's gonna get forgotten. So I think that is why people like to use stories more.
Probably. Alright, next one. So Facebook may allow users to manually insert filter words. Facebook already has a built-in filter to repel comments with common profanities and bully phrases, but they may allow users to add more customized filter words and phrases into their mix. I will start with "You won't believe this." Why?
Those are very annoying marketing.
Like you won't believe what happened here, that kind of stuff.
Okay, now I got it.
How you react.
You won't believe his reaction.
Oh my god. Okay, now I got it. So I'm like, what?
Those articles are very annoying.
Yeah,
Oh.
because when you go in, right, it's just clickbait. Nothing happens in there. There's nothing to read. It's like 300 words is just rubbish.
Rubbish.
Or like there's this like weird thing going on that my friends messengers all got hacked or something. Then they said, then in the message said, "Fasina, is this you?" Then I'm like, what the hell is this? But it's just a link, so I'm like, nope, I'm not touching that.
I think,
What, like
So when you type that fella, the comment will put your name. So you're like, "Faustina, is this you?" Then you click on it. Then
actually it's not, but it's just
Maybe,
clickbait lah.
yeah, it maybe could be a virus or something for someone else to hack into your account.
From a marketing point of view, it is working like it's just not a very
ethical way of.
You're not providing compelling content. That's the argument there.
People want to viral it, right? So like what Harry Potter house are you kind of thing?
What you
That
think?
was
a
different.
Gryffindor or are you a
I'm saying
Slytherin?
about links that gives your computer viruses.
But this is Facebook, what?
Out of nowhere.
But this is Facebook, what?
Okay. We are supposed to be talking about the filter words.
Okay, like, digressed.
So what happened here is Facebook has been very, very strong against cyberbullying, especially with comments and everything. And if you have watched Wreck-It Ralph 2, you will know that there is a scene about that.
Really budging for.
No spoilers.
No spoiler, you see.
So Facebook says now that instead of just us of them giving us their like built-in template, a batch of phrases and words, they actually allow us to customize it by adding our own words as well. So because Facebook works in English, right, mostly. So if someone texts you and go "chi bye,"
What is that?
Like, Ma, hi.
ma, hi.
Especially the Chinese word 超级白.
Wow, 超级白耶.
So these kind of things, so you can actually filter them out yourself.
So hi. Kind of things.
Well, now it's like doing Google ads and then you put negative keywords.
Negative
Filter the
keywords.
word.
So the next one is pretty intense. Does Wei Han want to take it up, or
Yeah,
you want to
okay.
go to the next one?
The Definers research report on Google,
Let's get
George Soros has been released. Sorry, I've been doing too much Google. Last week we briefly touched about one of Facebook rash and inappropriate a response to critics. They hire. Who the hell is that? They hire a company called Definers Public Affairs to investigate George Soros after he criticized Facebook in public. The research reads that recently a number of progressive groups came together to form the Freedom from Facebook campaign, which has a 6-figure ad budget. Wow. It is not clear who is providing the large amount of funding for the campaign, but at least 4 of the group in the coalition receive funding and or are aligned with George Soros, who has publicly criticized Facebook. It is very possible that Soros is funding freedom from Facebook. More attention is placed on Sheryl Sandberg than Zuckerberg
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that.
On this method, as she is also known as the adult in the room. Sandberg denies having involvement in hiring designers, but that clearly does not rid her of any responsibility.
Okay, just to recap, right? Earlier this year in Davos, George Soros gave a speech, and in his speech, he called Facebook and Google a menace to society, because Facebook is fueling anger and hate among each other. It's not as if they're actually fueling, but they're providing a platform that is uncontrolled and tool free, where people that hate each other can just immediately connect with each other and cause a lot of things going on. Because also that in 2017, you see a lot of people do Facebook Live of their suicides and things like that. And then in 2016, you get the Democrats and the Republicans in the US fueling hate with each other in terms of racism and everything like that, using Facebook. And Russia used Facebook as a PR stunt to actually sway the election itself. And then what happened was Zuckerberg says, "Oh, it's not my problem. I'm just creating a platform. It's not my issue. Whatever you do with it is your problem." So George Soros says that Facebook is a menace to society, and then they now say that there is this movement called Freedom from Facebook, where people are asking to delete Facebook and disconnect from Facebook. This campaign picked up a 6-figure ad budget, which conveniently people who are funding the budget has something to do with George Soros. So they connect the things together and say George Soros is the person that is running this campaign, Free from Facebook. So then what happened was people in the office hired Definers Public Affairs, is a company, to investigate George Soros, and then this was found out. And Sheryl Sandberg is like, "Oh, I have nothing to do with this. I didn't know that they hired this company. I didn't know anything about it at all." And after a while, she said, "Okay, I know about this company, but I don't know what is it that they do." So now a lot of journalists and a lot of critics are going about saying that, maybe Sheryl Sandberg memang don't know, because it's a big company, right? Anybody down there or a PR team could be given full autonomy to do something, and because of what they do, they don't have to report to Sandberg all the time, and because of that, she has no idea. If she has any idea, then she would actually stop it in the first place before it continued going on. But there is also another argument that says that the reason why she was not involved in this is because if things go south, she does not become the scapegoat. She does not become a scapegoat. Someone else takes the blame for it. But maybe she masterminded it with Mark Zuckerberg, the Bergs.
The Berg minds.
Yeah.
Poor soul. And Luana.
But my take on all this, whether Facebook is fueling all these things or not, is always, I think it's a more of an individual character.
It's always the
problem
user lah.
than the company. I mean, yes, the company can do a certain prevention of it, but I think it always has been like that one, whether whether it's Facebook or Open Face or whatever,
Yeah.
It's just I don't feel like they are being framed. And then the ad budget, for me, I would say you have 6-figure of ad budget. Since you are saying people are hating each other, then you probably can use the ad budget to do something good instead of trying to go against Facebook.
Yeah.
What I can't understand is right now, right, there are only 2 major platforms online where you can advertise: Google and Facebook. And these are the 2 that George Soros says that are menace to society.
Yeah.
So with these 6 figures, where do you think George Soros put it? You know what would be really funny? He used Facebook to advertise about leaving Facebook.
Yeah.
And Facebook completely didn't see this.
But my point is it sounds to me that he wants to create
Havoc.
another social media. or he wants to be a competitor.
I mean, he's hidden
George
agenda
Soros,
lah.
maybe?
So kill off the competitor first, then suddenly.
Yeah, I mean, you can do good with that kind of money, but instead, no, you go against them.
Yeah.
6 figure.
Well, he was the same. He was the same guy who, when, if you remember, in 1997, 1998, when the entire East Asia is killing each other because we are dying from the most massive recession ever,
I think at that time
Right.
I'm still learning multiply.
and we were yeah,
I'm
and-
still learning how to paste.
well, this is good history for you because
Yay.
it was at a point right before the East Asian miracle where this side of the world was doing so well that the western part of the world is so scared that we will overtake them. Then George Soros came out and started manipulating all our currencies. And
There's a term for this, right?
our dear Prime Minister came out and spoke against George Soros. And George Soros says, see you at 5. So see you at 5, that statement means see you at 1 ringgit, 5 ringgit equals to 1 pound.
Oh, I thought see you after work. See you, bye.
So I don't think he is a very ethical person to begin
Based
with.
on his history lah.
He is
I don't think so lah.
he is an opportunist.
Yeah.
So
So
I won't be surprised if this free from Facebook thing happens, right? And all of a sudden he's like, oh, here you are. I have a new social media platform for
Then he
you.
probably just the tagline is anti-bullying and then all those things.
Yeah.
Ironically.
Ironically, from a
So
bully.
yeah, it sounds very fishy for me lah.
Yeah.
so forget about it lah.
But what I didn't like was how they reacted to it, how Facebook reacted to it. It's very childish.
He's already under a lot of stress already lah.
I guess so. I guess so. So I guess this was like the tipping point, right? It was like too much. Like,
Table point.
table. All right, move on.
So, is social media going back to core consumption? Facebook just announced they are releasing a new feature called Watch Videos Together, where people watch videos together.
I don't know how else to elaborate this. I think it's pretty clear.
Direct straight to the point. Good name.
There is also another platform called Playlist that will allow users to listen to music together.
Why not play
I
together?
elaborate further.
Why not? I mean, I don't understand this, but okay.
We know that we don't have this habit of doing cyber hangouts where we are at home but go on Skype or Hangouts on a video call with friends. This could be a good addition to their consumption habits.
Wow, we do hang out in RO. You know,
Besides that,
Besides RO.
social media.
Even among my friends and I, we do cyber hangout.
You do cyber hangout
Yeah.
all the time?
We even like, not all the time, no time lah.
Yeah.
Like once in a while, we just, hey, video call and watch movie together.
Gamers
Yeah,
will definitely
so-
say no to this.
Yes. So this is actually okay. People of our generation, hit, miss, hit. We don't have this habit of doing cyber hangouts where you just stay at home, you do whatever you do, but you have like a laptop or a phone or a computer, and the Skype is going on and all your friends are online. They're also doing their own stuff, but you're just chatting. It's like you're hanging
Just
out.
switching off.
So it's called cyber hangouts. So then when you're doing this, right?
I
now
cannot brain that.
It's like while you're working.
yeah, while
and then
you're
having
working,
a
while you're
video
in
call with
school, while
someone.
you're at home, you can't go hang out. You can't go yum cha with your friends because your dad won't allow you because crime rate is so high. And when you go home, they scared you're gonna rape or you're gonna, these kind of things. So
you stay at
hence
home.
cyber hangouts. So what happened is that they would do this, and right now what they will do is, hey, I found this new video on YouTube. Check it out. Send the link, and everybody watch it by themselves. But instead, you can actually watch it together.
So it kind of like
So revolutionary.
But I like your theory about going cinema with group thing, because at the end of the day you go with a bunch of friends, but you're just focusing on the screen.
cinema.
So this is like that also.
But this one, because it's very short, right? One YouTube video, maybe it's like let's say maybe a 3-minute long trailer of Captain Marvel, for example. Then after that, you talk about it.
after that it becomes a topic for you to talk
Yeah.
about.
okay.
Or for example, if we are now all listening to our own stuff on Spotify, right? And then what happened is that, hey, check this song out. This song is nice. But then it plays through my computer, my mic, and it sounds very bad for you and everything. And then each of us have our own playlist, or or we will all play my playlist, but we were playing it at different times and we have different songs going on. But if playlists, the app playlist, can like streamline everybody's music, so it becomes like our own little radio. Someone takes over the radio and plays the playlist that
It's
goes
like
on for that
driving in
night.
the car, like
Yeah.
you be my DJ.
Like we will hang out and say, okay, Faustina be our DJ. Then everybody will open up that playlist app and connect the account, and with that same song will be playing the whole
Then
time.
if you have a bad playlist, like, oh my god, this sucks, can you like switch it now? Like you can demand for it to the DJ because it's so
It's just- I think
personalized.
it's just like
Oh my god, this song sucks.
it's
Next.
just
Yeah.
an additional function. Lah. I don't
Yeah,
It's a way to
And-
socialize lah.
Yes. So
Another
now it is changing how we may consume stuff online, because we've always done things like on demand. Like everything has gone from co-consumption, like a TV series like a Doraemon will start at 8 p.m. on a Saturday and we'll all sit down at that time and watch it, to you can watch it anywhere, anytime you like. And
Without
because of
being
that,
together.
Netflix has created this one thing, right? That you can just binge watch everything and nobody can sit down and say, do you know what happened? Let's talk about what happened in last week's episode, because there is no such thing as last week's episode
It's just,
anymore.
what episode are you at now?
Yeah, exactly. What episode are you at now? Then he'll be like, oh, you try to remember, wait, there's a spoiler in the next episode, but you don't want to reveal it, so you don't want to talk about it.
Netflix. I love the Sabrina teenage thing.
Sabrina is awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I love
Really
the
watch.
twist or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dark
yeah.
twist to it.
Can you not?
What?
So maybe if this cyber hangout thing, like now we are looking at people in the like say early 20s with this habit, maybe 10 years down they will create a huge group of people who are into co-consumption, doing cyber hangouts, do co-consumptions. I think that will become a big thing.
Like cyber work kind of thing.
Then there will be a group of people that says that, oh, this one, then people don't hang out with each other anymore.
Yeah lah, then we will be the 50-year. No,
Already today like that.
maybe the time will be the 50-year will be like, back in our days, we used to hang out in real life.
But we give missed calls when we
Big calls.
outside anyway.
These calls just to come out.
But I mean, it's like, I think that happens in every generation. The generation who complains about the generation before.
Yeah.
And then it happens.
You cannot move, or you cannot move. There was
The missed call generation was so big, there was a horror movie named after that.
You have no idea, man. Hey, why you pick up my call?
Hey, 30 cents.
Now calls are free.
Now you
now
just like
calls are
WhatsApp call you, or
Yeah.
spam.
I cannot get you in Discord. I get you in WhatsApp.
It's convenient lah to connect. Next,
Okay. There's a new Twitter for podcasts coming to town. Cool. KOO with an exclamation mark. It's a new platform that allows people to publish short podcasts aimed at young people. It works kind of like Anchor with all the bells and jingles, only way shorter formats. It is also used. It also used hashtags as their search format. And Cool made their debut at Disrupt Berlin, an annual event hosted by TechCrunch. The founder, Alexandre Marigan, believes that young people are haunted by the insecurities of sharing photos and videos socially online. But short audio clips can be the way to go.
Okay, I tried downloading this, but it's not available for Android yet. Only for iOS. But I am expecting it to work exactly like Twitter, only that it's audio.
Okay.
Like, hi, good morning world. Friday is such a bad day. I feel like
everyone share your
What's
voice.
the accent today?
Sounds like
Or something like that.
We
Oh my-
can highlight that in our highlights.
I think he just used Indian accent as well.
Yeah, that's,
a little bit. That was
oh my god.
this was the Kardashian.
Yeah. Oh my god, guys. Like, seriously. Oh my god, then you can actually hear Donald Trump on your Twitter. Like,
Oh my god!
or who's that guy name with the cook guy?
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. Your pies.
I'm an idiot sandwich.
Then everyone will share the voice of Twitter.
Oh my god.
I think that would be really awesome. But I think let's just say if this picks up, right? If Cool picks up and people started going to
Oh
it,
my god, it'd be so noisy.
Yeah.
Twitter can immediately switch from text to voice
audio
based,
only.
and they already have about 300 million users.
Then it sort of reflect back to the whole bird thing.
Tweet, right?
Yeah.
Now, sometimes it's just word, ma.
Imagine
It's like
Twitter. Imagine Twitter with 140 seconds or something like that. 140 seconds is how many minutes? That's quite long actually.
Those
It's 2 minutes plus. man.
2 minutes plus, yeah, actually quite long.
That's very long.
Can sing one song already lah.
Get
Then you probably who is it like the
Those TikTok and everything,
singer or the artist can actually
They can
sing a
actually
preview.
little clips of it, right?
Then they can
That's how they put it on SoundCloud.
yeah
Yeah, like how they put it on SoundCloud.
trailer. So it has a lot of varieties lah when it comes to this option.
I think this thing has a lot of use. I'm quite excited.
Because you can even hear the tonality of the words,
Yeah.
so you can this is serious or this is joking or this is something to think about, lo.
Okay, I'll leave the last one to you.
Me
Especially
okay,
you.
okay. The Wreck-It Ralph sequel is one giant geek fest. There is a lot to digest on the internet surface, but there are also a lot going on down below in the dark web. On the whole, this movie lays out the good and the bad of the world today, and how one person, Ralph, rises above without having fixed anything at all. Because kids today got to understand that there will always be bad people on the internet. It's how we react to them that either gives them power over us or take it away from them. So have you watched Wreck-It Ralph?
No.
No.
Aiyo.
you're spoiling
Okay,
it
before we
for us.
move on, we cannot spoil it for anybody.
真的 Aiyo.
But it's damn awesome, man.
Safe to say that I think, without a speck of doubt, part 2 is way better than part 1.
Yeah.
I never watched
It's the
Because I literally geeked out at everything. Okay, there was this scene where they're in a dark web and GeoCities is just lying at the corner. And for those who don't know GeoCities,
Oh my god, GeoCities!
yes, I was like, whoa,
I used to
GeoCities.
have GeoCities.
GeoCities was one of the first website builder
Yeah.
ever in the history of the world.
Those like some animated thing.
Yeah. The blinking
tags,
stuff.
yeah. Oh my god. Now that you mentioned.
Quite good lah, quite good. So,
It was very good, yeah.
It's
Watch
very
it.
nice, man. Yeah, I love it, man.
I love the app poppers lah.
Yeah.
Hello, CS.
The pop-ups. And I read this article. I think this article was from TechCrunch. I think it says that unlike how some cartoons and all try to have their heroes fix something, this one accepts the fact that
He is bad.
no one can fix a broken internet. It's just a matter of focusing on the positive side and just letting go of the negative side, rising above that whole
Negative
bad
things.
stuff. Because there are a few scenes when they get into situations where it's like it's very real, right? You get into a situation like how we get into in the internet where people share your stuff, or you fall into the trap of this virality
Viral.
and stuff like that, and people's comments and everything. And the good thing to do is not to destroy it. The best thing to do is just to rise above and neglect it. Just don't care about it.
Just focus on the
Just focus on the good stuff.
It's a good life lesson also.
Yeah, it's a good life lesson. That is true.
I like the quote from who's that, the lady, the viral lady of algorithm.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes.
Hey, you guys are saying too much, eh?
It's just a name. It's just a
Yes.
name. My advice is never read the comments. Just do what you're good at and never read the comments.
Yeah.
And you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quickly go and watch.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. If there's only one movie you would watch for the entire week.
Especially when you're in digital.
I was waiting for it.
week.
I was thinking year, no, month, no. I think week, yeah. For the entire week, this will be it.
Especially when you are very familiar with digital marketing and
Yes, yeah.
VPN stuff. and
Yeah.
IP addresses.
Yeah. it really is a geek fest because you will geek out and you see what's going on and everything.
The first time I see you really geek out.
I know, right?
I was like, oh my god, I actually understand.
IP address.
I know, I was like,
Like
when they
this.
say IP address, oh my god, I actually understand what you're talking about.
Congratulations, you're more tech savvy now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're not the same JK like when you first came in.
I was like, what? What is this? So yeah, I love it.
Alright, so that's all for this week. Social Media Weekly podcast is available on Anchor FM, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Our full videos are available on YouTube, and we post bits and clips on Instagram and Facebook as well. That is all for Social Media Weekly episode 4th December 2018. My name is Sean.
I'm JK.
I'm Wei Han.
Christina here.
As usual.
Au revoir.
Sayonara.
Bye.